Where is this new stuff? I don't want to schedule nothing. What are you talking about?
That's really good, Sherry. And you were, see, the part you left off was the blessing you were to them. They were so glad to see you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I see you, Sarita, with your Ray Dunn cup. That's Ray Dunn.
Ray Dunn.
Yeah, that's Ray Dunn.
Who's that?
I only know.
Yeah, I know they're Ray Dunn. I have a whole collection of them.
Let me tell you how your cousin Vonyelle, she sells Ray Dunn on Etsy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
what's Ray Dunn? Tell us.
Ray
Tell
Dunn,
me.
some woman came up with that font, and she puts all kinds of sayings on stuff, and there's like a
It's
whole,
like a cult thing.
yeah, it's like a whole community of people who buy the stuff. So my daughter buys the stuff wholesale, and she resells the different pieces that she gets on Etsy.
But how about I didn't know she was a thing. By the time I figured out she was a thing, I had already had like 6 of the coffee cups just because I like what they were saying. The word.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have
That's synergy. That's synergy.
Yeah.
They have slogans on them. I don't understand the
They have
concept.
different sayings on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a coffee cup, but it just is sparkling.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's
all of
your
the
name.
coffee cups have different. Well, we know that is my name, but
yes, that's Sparkle Golden.
they don't need to know that.
Yes, they do. This is your new family. Yes, they do.
Yeah, but Sparkle is my siblings called me that.
Oh, Sparkle. Okay.
And
Okay.
Golden,
So
Golden,
you tell
the
us
nieces
we
and
can't
nephews
call
call
you
me
that.
Auntie Golden. That's what that came from.
So
Your
you telling
sleeves
us
look
we
like
can't
they're
call you-
rose petals, Darlaina.
You telling
Are
us we can't call you that?
Yeah, they look like rose petals.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
belly.
they did. Yeah, pretty. Look at you.
Thank you. Well,
Welcome.
I am so excited for day 124 of the Law of Attraction.
I'm back to what we can't call her. I'm still on that.
The rose.
I didn't say what you
So-
couldn't call me. I
Oh, you
said
stuck
what
on
they didn't
Sparkle?
call me.
No, you said only my siblings can call me
didn't
that.
say
I ain't got it.
only.
I'm
The
not hard
word
to hear.
only
I
did not
heard
come
what you
out.
said.
Oh my God, Dr. Long, don't whip her too bad. She wasn't being she didn't say
And
you.
you
could call her
said, well, this is your family. And she said, no. I knew
that.
not hard to hear.
Well, I'm just so excited for the law of attraction and the things that's being attracted into each of our worlds because of this intentional work.
Yes, intentional. That's the word.
Oh my goodness.
Intentional is word.
Let me tell you what, when I say talk about sparkles, sparks, I got sparks yesterday. I got sparks all up and through my whole world, like sparks. Like
I did my $5 million budget.
do this. Yes, I'm working on my 5 million.
I went through mine in an afternoon.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. But I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for what we get to do here. Let me just tell you who I am. I am Darlaina Rose, your host extraordinaire, life, health, and well-being coach and certified emotional healer. I'm here to host you straight into your new life.
Straight into your new life. Amen.
Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I know. If you take the time to do the work,
Yeah.
it won't take long before you won't recognize your life. Some
You
of y'all
won't
don't
take
even
long.
recognize your life already.
Won't take long.
Won't take long. Hey, Paula. Paula from Vegas is here.
Good morning, Paula.
And who's that? Daytron Rain. She said, hi, y'all. Says simply beautiful. Thank you for the compliment. So we are using this planner from Freedom Mastery. You can get it at darlainarose.me. You can get it at Freedom Mastery. You can get it on Amazon, but whatever you do, get it, 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 get it. I'm so excited for it because I'm starting to see the fruits of the labor. Here we are at day 124, and the same questions that we've been asking for 124 days. I see the answers.
Oh boy, you see the answers. Great.
I feel like what's his name? Neo from the Matrix, just bringing the life that you want. Just bringing the life that you want. What do you want? What do you really want?
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to live? How do you want to show up? What do you really, really want? Do you even know? Well, if you don't know, guess what? I got your roadmap right here.
The thing is, you may think you know, but as you start doing it, it changes.
So the goal is to find your life purpose. What is your life purpose? Life purpose starts with awareness and self-discovery. Well, how do you get awareness? Well, that's just by asking yourself some empowering questions, and they're right here. So what does the question say? If time and money weren't in what would you do? Paula, the homework is spend $5 million. $2.5 million stays in the bank for you, and the other $2.5 million you get to spend. That's the homework. That's the homework. $5 million. What would you do with $5 million? That's better than if time and money were not an issue. Because $5 million will buy you your time back.
Mm-hmm.
And $2.5 million in the bank will insure your time. And the other $2.5 million for whatever it is that you want to bring to the world, whatever it is you want to bring to life. What would you do? What would you do? Who would you be? That part. How do you want to grow? What do you want to contribute? Man, with $2.5 million, you could do a $10,000 or $50,000 ad campaign, and the whole world would know you instantaneously. They would know you and your work. Like every time I turn on the TV, there she go. There he go. I see him again. What he do again? Oh, we need him over at such and such and such and such. Put yourself in front of a couple billion people, couple million people, and see how your life changed. Did I say that? Did I say that? Invest in yourself and put yourself in front of some people. Spend some money on some marketing and see where you end up at. Ooh, How do you want to contribute? How do you want the world to know you? Who are you? Why are you here? Advertise on Times Square. That's I know that's right. Paula says she would advertise on Times Square. What would you advertise on Times Square, Paula? What do you do? What do you have? Tell us. Where are you going? How do you want to be remembered when you're gone? If you achieved all your life goals, how would that feel? What's most important in your life? What do you value most? What am I most what are you most passionate about? I am just became the top viewer. Okay, Capture Beauty, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the gifts. Get to your dreams and your goals. Oh my God. Listen, I'm so excited because what came up for me was don't sleep on me because I'm done sleeping on myself.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Don't sleep on me because I'm done sleeping on myself.
That's good.
So everything that you see from this day forward is me
Pay
awake.
attention. Pay
It's
attention.
me awake. It's me wide awake. It's me saying, here I am.
Ooh, that's a prayer.
That's good.
Listen, because you know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. One of my friends, I don't even know if I could call him a friend now, but okay, so one of my friends has access to do a whole lot of things, right? For, in the work that I do as a healer and the work as a speaker, all of that. But they didn't. And told me all about what they do. And I said, they didn't even call me. Am I offended? No. I'm not offended. But what could I have done differently? Nothing. They sleeping on me. They slept on me. Oh, let me tell you something. I had a mic in my hand before social media. I was a speaker before social media was hot. I was doing things behind the scenes for so many different organizations and all kinds of things. I don't need nobody to do that for me. You could do that for yourself. You just gotta let them know.
You
So,
and Jesus.
When you see my my social media today, ooh, honey, I've been up for a while. It started last night and it ain't stopping no time soon. So absolutely, that thing that you do, who needs to know about it? Who is in your direct circle right now that you can call and say, this is what I do. 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 We ain't got to wait. We ain't got to wait till you got 100,000 followers. You ain't got to wait till you got all of this. Do it now. Go tell somebody. Go tell somebody this week. Matter of fact, you know how one of the things that came up for me was every time I have ever joined a network marketing company, and I was very excited about whatever the product or service was, what is the first thing that they tell you to do? They say, take this memory jogger and go make a list. And then after you make the list, they tell you to make a certain amount of calls every day to tell people that you are now a part of this company. Well, let's just suppose that you took that same concept and you made the list, but instead of calling about somebody else's stuff, that you call them about your stuff.
Yeah. What do you have in your house?
Do you know how many people I have called for other people's stuff? I remember working on Women in Media's conference, and they gave me a list of 100 people to call for sponsorship. And I called all of them. Now ask me how many people I have called about my own self and my own business and my own work in just the last 30 days. 2, 3, maybe, but surely not 100. What would happen to your life or your business if you called 100 people and told them what you do? You got an average of 2,000 people that you know. Every person knows an average of 2,000 people. How about how many contacts do you have in your phone? when is the last time you called everybody in your phone? I said, ooh. I looked at my phone. I got 4,000 contacts in my phone. What? Who are these 4,000 people? Do they numbers still even work? So I decided that this week I was going to call every number in my phone. And I'm going to find out what my friends are doing. And I'm going to tell them what I'm doing. I'm going to make sure that we follow each other on social spaces if they're there. Can you imagine if 1,000 of those people that's in my phone find out what I'm doing and they go follow me on social, they go watch my YouTube videos? Let me tell you what's going to happen. All my numbers are going to go up. We talking strategy now. How many phone numbers in your phone, Sherry? Go, y'all.
I don't know.
Look at your phone and see how many people in your phone.
My phone.
Let's see how many people is in there. It's amazing to me. Like it's broken out by A's, B's, C. It's so many people.
I don't have a lot in mind because I'm a purger. If I don't talk to you in a long time, I delete numbers.
Well, guess what? That's what's going to happen this week. Purging. Because once you start going through the numbers, one, you're going to find out if the number still works. The number don't work, then you're going to take that person out. If you call a person and it is somebody, you're going to determine whether or not you want to continue to be around that, whatever that connection, if it's a good connection or not. So you're going to do all of that. So that's the challenge for this week, to go through your phone and call all your people and let your people know what you're working on and what you're doing, and find out what they're working on and what they're doing. You're going to find that some of those people might not be married no more. They done changed jobs, left the country. Like, so many different things has happened in people's lives that we don't even know because we're so disconnected.
I have 752.
752 cuts. So suppose
I was like, let me see how I find out. And I started pushing buttons. I think I found it.
Hey, baby Rose, how about if you go through your phone and you find out, okay, you got 752. Suppose out of 752, if 10%, 75 of them say, you know what, Sherry, I do have a wedding coming up, or my niece has one, or my daughter has one, or my brother has one, and you get 75 new clients.
That would be great.
She'll have to go get her a workforce.
On your way to work, baby Rose is working at the swimming pool, teaching kids how to swim. Well, enjoy. She on her way to work. I'm just so blown away about, as I started to really think about it, and as I was almost letting myself get offended by it, I was like, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come on, Cletus. What you gonna do? Put your dukes up? What you gonna do? You gonna fight for yourself? I'm gonna fight for me. I'm gonna fight for the life that I want.
Yeah, that's good.
And it absolutely is right here for the taking. Because this is what I thought. He ain't better than me. They're not better than me. Only difference between them and you is a decision and time.
There's that word again, decision.
And guess what? I decided no more. I decided. So anything and everything that needs to be done for me to get to this space that I want to be in, I'm gonna do it.
You know what Steve Harvey always says, faith without works is dead.
Yes.
So that is action too.
Yeah, so but the deal with me was it's just the wrong action.
She was
taking
working, but for other
the
people.
wrong action. The wrong action. Yes, other people. Building other people's dreams. Like
You
"Ooh, okay,
were.
go ahead, step up. And then you push them up. And then you waiting for them.
See, that's my dot. That's my dot that spent their whole life doing that. And now they're looking around for some help and there ain't nobody there. Yeah, that's my dot right there. You my dot anyway, 50 plus.
Look, where they at? To come pull me up. I
Yeah,
lift
right.
them up, but they not.
That's right. That's my dot. That's why I'm talking about helping people get on purpose for themselves.
We got to get on purpose for ourselves. We got to ask ourselves the questions. What is the thing that brings you the most joy in your life? The most peace in your life? What does a successful life look like to you? What does it look like? Speaking engagements, clients, money in the bank, lots of money in the bank, travel, supporting the people that I love and care about, and living where I want to live, whenever I want to live there. Winter, spring, summer, fall, house over here, house over there, house over there, house over there. I need about, how many Aquaba mansions are there, Sherry?
There were 5. So I think there's 4 now. She sold one.
Yeah, I'm need about 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Where you gonna be at? East Coast, West Coast, Midwest? Where you gonna be? Wherever it's warm at. And you know, what do other people admire about you? What unique gifts do you want to share with the world? What are your top 5 values? What does it look like? What are your top 10 achievements, things that you've already achieved? And that's what I step back to. Do you know I was a facilitator and trainer for a welfare to work program?
Yeah, you told me that.
Guess what? They still got welfare to work.
I want those contracts for my learning center. That's going to pay my basic stuff. And it's direct deposit. Cha-ching.
Remember Tony Robbins' book, Awaken the Giant Within? Giants awake.
You woke, huh? Well, stay woke.
I'm definitely woke.
That's
And
what the kids say. Stay woke.
Once you have the answers to these questions, look, I done shook my head loose. Once you have answered these questions, then you'll be able to have a guide of where to go and where to start from. And once you're there, then all you got to do is say, what does it look like at the end? And they say, start with the end in mind. So if the end in mind is you somewhere in a magazine selling your wares, if you want Oprah's favorite things, because she still got favorite things now, don't get that part mixed up. She might not be on the show, but that Oprah, she has a community now that she sends out Oprah daily, and then she does the magazine quarterly now. She doesn't do it monthly, it's quarterly. And in the magazine, she still got Oprah's favorite things. She's still talking about her favorite products and services. So doesn't mean just because you won't be on her stage that you still can't be on her stage.
And the thing, it's as much important to the stuff you don't want to do, because then you don't burn up time doing sidetracks or getting off the highway. And your GPS going to circle you back around. If I call God my spiritual GPS, will circle you back around if you pay attention. But it's important to know what you don't want to do, so you don't spend up any of that precious currency of your energy doing it.
Well, no. I'm practice again. Darlaina, do you think no? Well,
yeah.
No.
For you, no for you, no is a important sentence.
No.
Because you're so accommodating. You try to help everyone, and we gotta put our own mask on first. It's as simple as that. We gotta
Amen.
get ourselves in shape first, then we can branch out.
Say no, 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 hell no, no, no,
Oh, no.
no, 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 and no.
And I've learned also no may just be not now, because I have to learn to prioritize, because to me everything's important and it's not. So my personal, I'm like Christelle now, I'm talking about me now. My personal thing is to make a decision and prioritize, because everything seems the same to me and it's not. And a lot of it is timely. That's the thing about being in the right place at the right time, because some things have a time on them. And if you don't sink in with them at their right time, then the old folks say, well, what goes around comes around, but you got to wait for it to come around again, because you missed that connection. And I don't want to, I absolutely will not miss anymore. 83 times around the moon, sun, wherever. I got to be, Sherry didn't miss her train coming home.
Nope.
I got to be on that at the station when the train pulled in.
And even some of the things
And
that
she took the express.
Right. 3
She wasn't
stops to
on no
come.
local.
ain't nobody got time for no local stops. We trying to get there in a hurry. And so it's so important to determine the direction. And then once you determine the direction, then you find a way you could do it now. Find a way you could do it now. I got introduced to a principal here, and she was like, we would love for you to come and speak to our girls. Duh. Go speak to the girls.
Oh, yeah.
Because the girls got mamas.
But they
And
also might have summer youth employment. Do they have that in Atlanta? Summer
So-
youth employment?
Those are
Well,
all
get you
those
some
are your
interns.
helpers.
Yeah.
You're helpers, girl.
Give them a script. Let them make some of those 1,000 calls. You got to
Sure,
Right.
absolutely.
Sarita, your mic is muted. I see your lips moving, but your mic muted. She been here longer than me.
I said they have it, but it's not set up the way it is in New York City. So it's not like a one group that you could go to and they cover the whole city. It's not like that.
Okay, I got you.
But they're your workers, and you're such a good influence on them. You don't know who they're gonna grow up to be from hanging out with you, girl. That to me is the fruit of my vine. When people come up to me and get all, I call it the gooey 3-year-old look. I used to watch you and eat my Cheerios. Now this is a businessman and eat my Cheerios. Okay, what do you do now, honey? Who you work for now, sweetheart?
Mhm.
Don't you want to sponsor me?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Thing I ask them is, how old are you? Did you watch Sesame Street? I hear cha-ching, go to Money Tree.
It's so important to reach into our networks. We don't, we will allow somebody else to reach into their network and reach out to you, and then they can ask you to do something
and
for
leverage
them.
you.
Right. And then you won't turn around and do the same thing. May not necessarily be with that person, but with your own network. We have networks. We need to just start asking our networks for whatever it is that we need.
Tony Nelson is good at that. And he's got such a varied background. He worked for Department of Labor Workforce Development for years. He was in the Air Force for a long time, worked for all the brigadier generals and stuff. So, he's got some skill. And he is the kind of person will go sit on somebody's board because they need Black men, but he has built up relationships over time. So he's reaching out, in some of the people are now presidents of community colleges and this, that, and something else.
Yeah.
So our networks are very rich. We don't, well, I'm not going to talk about I'm learning to farm them better.
Yes.
We
Besides those relationships,
We leave our harvest standing in the field and somebody else come and get it, you know?
Yeah.
We
I'm
planted the
right up.
seed.
We're not letting
planted the
nobody
seed.
else. We're not
We
letting nobody else.
planted this, we planted the seed. So that's your harvest, Darlaina, all those seeds you planted.
A long lot of them.
Mhm.
Long lot of them. And I'm just saying to myself, really? Can't get mad. So I didn't get mad. I got busy. When you see,
What makes us not ask? We're too proud to ask, or we think
I don't think it's, I don't know. I don't think it's proud at all. I think it's that we just feel like we may not be good enough for what we asking for.
Oh,
Or I'm not good enough. I'm not ready. I need more
I'm not
practice.
ready. It's to be one of them. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that big time stuff. You know,
I'm not ready.
I
So
don't-
take another class. Oh no, Loretta May don't get in nobody else's class. You're
That's
supposed to
it.
be teaching it.
Paula said that's it. Paula said that's it. It really is. We are, listen, we are better than a lot of the people that's doing the same work that you're talking about.
You go get in their class and then you're really pissed off that you spent some money and you know more than they do. And if you act like it, they don't like you. They want to put you.
Here's something that happened when Vaughn was sick with the cancer. And we were doing all of the research and everything. And I probably had been doing the Gerson therapy, which is a raw thing, juicing, coffee enemas, all this. So I had been already doing all this research. And one of his cousins was like, I'm gonna pay for y'all to get a raw chef. And so the raw chef was $500. So she said, meet me at Whole Foods. So she tells us to come to Whole Foods. So we go to Whole Foods and she walks us around the store and she's giving Vaughn everything that I'm already doing. That I'm already giving. And so she was like, well, why did y'all hire me? Because you know it already. You know everything already. Well, can you give me back my $500 then, miss? Because you're not teaching me nothing. And then like after she was done telling us what we knew already, she was so offended. She said, okay, I'm going to talk to the client, right? And I'm like, okay. And so we go to walk over. She said, but not with you. Fans with me. And I just went shopping in the store while she talked to him and tell him what I already been telling him, what he already know. And that's it. That's the whole case in point right there. Like we know what we know. We do what we do. Nobody can take that away from you.
Well, why don't we trust it?
We got to build the trust for ourselves.
Okay.
And that just takes taking a step. You take the step, right? And then maybe you get one something somewhere with a school or a organization. They say, oh, well, we have this program, but we only have 5 people in the program. And you just come and talk to the 5 people. You talk to the 5 people, then the next one may have 10 and the next one 20. And then you just work your way up until you feel better. When I first started with the workforce development with the welfare department, my first group, it was only 4 women. And then after the 4 women, I got sent to another tech school that they sent them to go to work at. And that class had 20 women in it. And those 20 women, when I say they was angry and mad, ooh,
because they didn't want to do nothing for their check. And they made them go to that class. So they're sitting up there with their arms across their chest. But here's the deal. You had been on welfare. So
Absolutely.
You had something to tell them.
So that is how I got them to speak to me, because I asked them, because whenever I go places, of course I'm going to come dressed appropriately. And so I'm walking in and I started talking and they looking at me like, and a lot of them, this is them. They were sitting at desks because it was a tech school.
Turn their back on you. Yes, they do. They turn their back on you.
And so I said to him, so I started like, it was like they were on either side and it was a walkway. So I started walking down the walkway like a model runway. And I said, what does a welfare recipient look like? And I did it again. What does a welfare recipient look like? What does a welfare recipient look like? And one of the girls said, you trying to tell us you was on welfare? I said, sure was. I said $201.50 every 2 weeks and $565 in food stamps. And my rent was $500. So talk to me. And they all turned around.
I bet.
Because I know, because that's the kind of numbers that you got to deal with. And the only way you survive is if you go all the way in the system. That means you gotta get the welfare check. You gotta get the Medicaid. You gotta get the Section 8. You gotta do the whole thing in order to survive on that money. That is not. And what I said to him is not a stop. It's not a stay. It's just a temporary space that you do to get better. Take this education and go on to the next thing. Maybe this is the gateway to your college, because the education is the key.
Amen. So, you know how I feel about that.
Absolutely. And so you just got to see like where you are and what you really want. And then if you having trouble, hire the people. Hire the coaches, hire the mentors, go to YouTube University and get the help that you need that's going to help you mentally push yourself past that I'm not ready or I'm not good enough or, I'm just not enough. You need to get somebody that's going to help you to say, okay, you might feel that way, but listen, this is the baby step I want you to take.
Bob Proctor calls it the terror line. And you got to push yourself through that terror line because everything you want is on the other side of that. Somebody else was saying everything you want is in the deep end of the pool. So get out of the shallow end with your floaties on and learn how to dive into that deep end of the pool, even if you feel like your life is at risk because you don't know how to swim. You'll figure out how to get out of there.
So Kathy said, how does one figure out what they do and what they have to share with others? It's you determining what it is that makes you feel good. What is that thing that
I can feel the stream of abundance.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You said feel good, and Abraham kick on in. She's gonna do a rampage on feeling good.
That is hilarious. Where is she? Okay, she's
all that super intelligence.
Okay.
Whoa, no, she's vibrating on that frequency, and Abraham just came on in on it. Yeah, okay, here's what you do. She's gonna do a rampage.
But yeah, so that's exactly what you do. You determine what it is that people say. Every time I all right, Sherry, we love you.
Go to
I sure do.
I sure
will, and I sure do.
Mm-hmm. Be yourself.
Yeah,
that's all God wants you to be.
It's the thing that you do so well that you don't even have to think about. It's that thing that people ask you to do all the time. It's that thing that doesn't feel like work. It's the thing that you would do whether you get paid for or not.
Because you're already doing it and not getting paid for it.
Froze.
Oh, she froze on that one, huh?
Froze.
Boy, this must be a high vibration. They don't want this information, that other energy, don't want this information to come out, but we're going to say it anyway. That's so funny.
I wonder if she realized she's froze.
Well, of course she doesn't.
Really? Is she froze?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's froze.
Wow.
But we're not froze. You can't shut us all up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Amazing.
Blessed and highly favored.
Yes, God is good and the devil is a liar.
Most definitely.
Yeah, he can't shut us all up.
That's right. And Darlaina will be back. That's the best thing for you to do when something like that happens, is to log out and come back in. She'll come back in fresh.
Yeah, well, she knows.
This never happens. So I just thought I'd say hello, fill in.
Hello.
How's everybody? Hey, Brenda. Hey,
How are you?
Sherry.
Sherry,
I-
on the way to church.
Dr. Loretta.
Oh, I am so good. I just realized I ran through that terror zone, and decision is my antidote to doubt. Make a decision. Don't be afraid of the outcome, because that's what faith is. I do it by faith and love, and take a step. That relieved me. I got so happy.
That's a
I
word.
did. I was making myself sick. I had this thing in the pit of my stomach. I had vertigo. I get up and the world was spinning around. I said, "Oh no, what is this?"
Wow.
And honey, I made a decision to give all that tech stuff over to these children and write them a check, and went and bought myself some flowers. I said, "Oh, hey, Lord, I'm improving the economy." But- and the thing about it is, I believe in employing your family if they'll let you, because the bank of Aunt Loretta is closed. See, they come and get the money anyway. Mhm. So now I write it out of my business account, y'all, so I can deduct it.
Write
You
it
got-
off.
But you got to do some work for it.
Okay.
Instead of having the sad phone calls, doctor, Aunt Loretta, the bank of Aunt Loretta's closed. The business account is open now. What you gonna do in exchange?
Get that work done.
I like
Ooh,
that.
that helped me so much. I'm so happy because God said, "Do content. That's what you do. You do the content and farm out the rest to people who do it well, because you ain't doing it good at all, or not doing it at all." The big P, procrastination, is funny.
If it's procrastination, that means you can do it if it's procrastination, Dr. Loretta.
What, honey?
If it's procrastination, that means you can do it.
Procrastination, I can do it.
You said that you wrote out the check because you procrastinate instead of doing the work. So if it's only the procrastination that's keeping you from doing it, you can do it.
It ain't the procrastination keeping me from doing it. It's I don't want to. It's keeping me from doing it. I've been an educator long enough to know you cannot educate any child that looks at you and said, "I don't want to."
That's true.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hi. Yes. I'm just hearing. Hi, good morning. Hi. I'm hearing you say so many rich things, and I really appreciate it. And I think the reason that people don't get started with things really varies depending on the person, and I know that I have been making people rich and grow their businesses and their ministries, for over 35 years, and
wow.
And like Miss Loretta said, not getting paid for it. And, now that I'm ready to do things on my own, I'm realizing that there's a quite a bit, or I'll say a bit of inner work that I have to get done, before I do things at full scale for myself, even starting for myself. And, or I will not be able to handle, what is coming to me. And, so even getting started with the things within has been a real challenge, and I'm identifying them, and I'm seeing, and I know what they are. But again, it's different reasons why I am, I'll say, struggling to get started and to work with them. I mean, it's like, we're talking about ching money, but you need ching money to pay coaches and mentors.
Well, I don't know how to tell
and I
you.
hear about YouTube University, and I
Yeah.
do a lot of YouTube University,
Uh-huh.
but YouTube University doesn't talk back to you.
Yeah,
You can't talk to YouTube University at specific moments and get specific answers. And so, that's one of my dilemmas,
You can talk to me though. So, and you're gonna have to get an intermittent and somebody to show you how to hook up with me, because I don't know how to hook up with you, but you are actually my dot. I'm designing a course for mastermind.com called 5 Basic Steps to Occupying Your Dream. And the big piece is mindset, but I have to slip it in because you see, you're way ahead of the pack, because a lot of people don't even know it's their mindset. They have tried, but get Darlaina to get us connected, because you and I can certainly have a conversation, because you're exactly who I need to talk to find out what you need me to help us teach. Because I'm my own dot, because I've got this whole thing that I had this nightmare that I was running beside a moving car, knocking on the passenger side saying, you don't even have to pull over, just slow down and let me jump in. That's me in tech. Just slow down and let me jump in.
You hear Miss Loretta, what she just said, and I would more than love to and be glad to talk to you and work together, but this is exactly the thing I'm talking about, that this is one of the things I'm talking about because there are other things and that I do that people tell me about and that I connect with. And as I said, that one of the gifts I have is to be able to talk to and work with a Miss Loretta and tell her what she needs to do what she wants to do, what her vision is, her vision.
To grow my mission.
Her vision. And this is exactly what I'm saying about how I've been doing this with people for over 35 years.
Well, I can tell you my whole elevator pitch is my purpose is to help others find their purpose and then do everything in my power to help them attain it. That's all I want to do. So I got these 5 steps. The first thing is recognize your dream. See, a lot of people don't recognize their dream because they've done somebody else's dream for 30 years and didn't even know it. They're mad. Woo, we have to help them pass that. The second is analyze it, then visualize it, then strategize it. How you going to do it, and then monetize it. How you going to make money doing your dream. That's my 5 steps right there. And I want to teach it and have workshops and retreats and where we can really do the deep work. So I really want to work with you, have you work with me, because I found out I'm my own dot. I've had a 50-year successful career in children's television and figured out in the middle of an interview, when they were asking me how happy I was, and we were all over the world to do it, and the interviewer looked at my face and said, how do you feel about that? And I said, you know what? It was never my dream. That was Joan Gans Cooney's dream. I helped her. I gave what I needed to do, and I loved the job. But now, this I'm doing now, I own it. It's mine. And I'm telling you, it's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, it's an interesting time to be in your life.
Yes, yes it is.
Well, this is good. I'm sorry she froze, but I'm glad we had this conversation.
Something.
Every disappointment is for a blessing. So every disappointment is for a blessing.
It is. Yes, it is.
My sister likes to say it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you.
Mhm, mhm.
True too. That is so true.
And that's a mental tweak that makes it so much better, because it takes you from being a victim to being a victor. See,
Exactly.
if it's happening to you, one of my chapters is give up the blame game. See, you keep blaming this and blaming that. And I used to teach at a vocational high school, and some of them guys were real gangsters. And I used to tell them success is an inside job. You know how they talk about crime being an inside job. And I said, success is an inside job. You got to do the inner work, you know.
Wow. Inside job.
Yeah, the inner work, you know, I don't know. I speak for myself. The inner work can be something you, sometimes I look forward to doing, and I really enjoy doing. There's some parts, then there are other parts that are quite challenging, even to look at, you know. And I personally, you know, I'm just speaking for myself. I know at this point I need someone to walk beside me,
Sure, sure.
to get to a certain place. And I know what places I need to get to. And some I don't know. But and I know that I can't walk with just anybody, that it has to be someone who is divinely appointed, you know, or who is for me at this time, you know. I know from some of the things I've done, that if when I stay quiet, you know, and stay open and be ready, that that person will come, or I will be led to that person. And it takes patience, because I'm like ready yesterday. I'm like, where are you? You know, like I'm running to different people, and it's like, okay, this person's not it. Oh,
Hello,
I'm getting some real gems
hello,
here. I'm getting some real gems here, you know. And
hello. Here's your person. When the student's ready, the teacher appears. Hello.
okay, well, we could talk.
I sure want to talk with you. I sure do. We chat, because I don't teach nobody. I just talk about me. We just have a chat and see what we can do for each other, because I need you as much as you need me, for sure. And as a recovering know-it-all, you know, I'm working on that aspect of myself.
No, you know, I look forward to talking. Yes, and thank you for offering. I appreciate that. And I didn't mean to take up a lot of time. It's, you know, it takes a while for me to warm up and to even talk. So, you know, I hope you'll be patient with me. You know, I'm off camera, but I'm just like I'm sitting here now, listening to everyone. That's how I'm sitting off camera. It's not like I'm not here, you know. And if I had to get up anywhere, you'd be right there with me. So I really appreciate everything that you all share and that I hear. And, you know, it's really, it means a lot to me, because it just does. You all are, you know, like I was saying before, it's important to me to be with like-minded people. And when you find like-minded people to be around, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is. And you found your
something
way
I'm really
here.
grateful for.
You found your way here. So see, my mantra every day is I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people, doing the right thing for the right reasons.
Right.
And everything's in divine order. And that little voice said, well, it don't look divine to me. And it sure don't look like it. Shut up. You know, I just keep saying that. And eventually it does. And then I do the prayer of Jabez, bless us indeed, expand our territory. Now, see, that's a scary thing to say, because when it starts expanding, you be talking about what? And then my mother's mantra was let go and let God. Let go and I had a vision that I saw these nail scarred hands with this big tray. And as I got closer, I see everything like I'm watching TV. I got closer and all the stuff on the tray was mine. And I looked, and then all of a sudden I saw these long red fingernails walking toward the tray. and the hands went up in the air. The tray was suspended in the air. And in my consciousness, I heard, now, you going to do this or am I going to do this?
Now, what did all that mean to you, Mr.
Let go and let God. Let go and let God. That's when I gave up being a know-it-all. I want to be Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul was a very highly educated guy, but he said, I of myself know nothing. Because see, you can be too intelligent for your own good. Now, I'm not saying you, I mean me.
No, but that's true. It's true. And that's why it's so important to stay connected to the spirit, and who is really, our real leader, and it's so easy to, or I'll say, we can have a tendency, I have a tendency, speak for myself, to start doing it myself.
Oh yeah.
Because I was raised as a doer. I'm the oldest child. All my life I've been doing, and we as women are tend to be doers by nature, and I've gotten myself, you can get really off course and because we're comfortable doing. That's our thing, So to settle down and be quiet and to or to just and to learn how to let the spirit lead.
Let go and let God. And when I saw the nail scarred hands let go of my stuff, I literally sat on my hands to keep from reaching to get it back.
And it's such a joy, when we do let go. It's like everything starts to flow. It's like just things just flow, and it's what a good feeling. It's like that's like peace. That's like heaven on earth.
Yes, it is. And he says in the prayer, on earth as it is in heaven, that's what he wants us to make it, heaven on earth.
Yeah.
But
Kathy, can you write your email address in the chat so we can get that to Miss Loretta for you?
I have it. I sent it to Darlaina to send to her.
Oh, you did?
Good.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kathy, they know me.
Well, it's not just you, Dr. Loretta. I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. I just play with the technology and get wherever I get with it.
Well, see, I'm still gun shy that I'll play with it and turn it off altogether and then won't even be able to get where I can get now. So we're working on it. I'm getting the people to pull over and let me jump in. But, see, my fear of FOMO, fear of missing out, cancels out all the other fears. See, I don't want to be left out. Look me over, don't overlook me. That's me.
Were you just talking about technology, Brenda, when you said I'm right there with you, Miss Loretta?
Yes. I need so much help with this technology stuff. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, me too.
But you're doing it one step at a time.
Yes, I am.
And we're in it together.
Yes.
Yeah, my step is I just sent a check and now I'm gonna call them up and tell them what I need. And don't call me till it's done. That's my
And those are businesses for someone in itself. Helping people with technology.
Absolutely.
That's a business for multiple people in itself.
And I've learned that the younger the person, the more patient they are with you, because there are techies that think you know a lot of stuff that you don't know. I had somebody walking me through stuff. I've got an old, out-of-date iPad, so the stuff they were telling me to look for wasn't even on my screen. So they kept telling me, look in the right-hand corner, and getting irritated and stuff. And it was all I could do not to reach in the screen and grab it. So I'm trying to stay calm. And I said, the only thing I see are 3 little dots. I said, push that, push that. That was a drop-down box, but how in the world was I supposed to know them 3 little dots meant anything? And then I'm looking for my glasses. They don't understand. They put the font so little. I'm looking for my glasses. I got a magnifying glass. And oh my Lord, and Taylor, you feel so stupid.
Great morning, Dr. Loretta. And
Right.
everyone. Well, that is something that y'all, I've been listening to y'all on Facebook. I was just listening. But that is a flag for me. I help people with that. That was something that I got in trouble for as a child, and that was being on technology. I would get in trouble for being on the computer in the middle of the night,
Oh my goodness.
and get told to go to bed. But now that's what I do. And I heard it in my spirit the other day that you are a consultant. You are a consultant. You are the person people come to solve problems. And honestly, I realized that in my business world, and I realized that I am surrounded by people who could use my gift.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
Yes,
When
indeed.
the student's ready, the teacher appears. Bridget, I just thought you knew the scriptures. Woo! You really mind you? Oh, because you're gonna pray with me too. Oh my goodness.
I just have one word for you. Help.
Girl, there's so
give us your contact information.
See,
you know,
yeah,
when can we start? When can I start?
You know,
yeah,
I told one of my clients about a month ago, I'm gonna do a Zoom and have a class, and I'm gonna have a class on technology because so many people that are active in it. I mean, you all are really doing great. The fact that you on Zoom every day, that's a big step. It's a lot of people that don't know how to operate Zoom. I'm talking about people younger than y'all. Like, so don't celebrate the fact that you know how to get on Zoom every day.
Well, see, that's when the student's ready, the teacher appears. See, if we weren't up here in this time space continuum right now, we wouldn't be on the frequency for you to tell us that. See, that's why it's important just to keep going through that terror barrier, jump in the deep end of the pool. Everything we want is there once we press through it. See,
Absolutely.
God is good.
I'm
telling you.
God is good.
Now, Bridget, how long have I known you and didn't know that part about you? See, that's the thing.
Me neither. I didn't either.
Well, the thing is, most people that find out about me helping them with technology are my book clients, and when I have to work with them, just about, I would say 100% of my clients, I do their work online, so they have to send me the work that I work with. They send me their manuscripts. They have to know how to do certain things, and if they don't know, then I walk them through the process of how to send what they need to send to me, because we're not in the same place. We're not in the building. So I have to teach them and show them, okay, this is a Word document. I need you to send me the Word document. And sometimes, you know, some people are send it through the email and not the Word document, or something goes wrong. I used to do this for my mama. My mama went back to school at the age of 62. She went back to college at 62, and she took me with her. She took me with her because she would call me and say, Bridget, I can't get my stuff to print out. And something wrong with my printer. I said, Mom, it ain't the printer. Let me help you. I got my mom's printer in my room now. That's what I use. But I literally taught my mother how to do this. And my mom worked for the Social Security office. She retired from there. And I would say, Mama, you worked on a computer all day long and you can't do a computer at home. She said, Bridget, that computer was already programmed to do what I needed it to do.
Yeah,
they're all different. That's the thing. And when somebody tells you that somebody says this, when you say send me an email and say somebody sends you a text and you say you're supposed to send the email, it's like, I thought I said it. I just you just do what you know,
Yeah,
a lot. It's a
they
lot.
all want to
But
text
do
me. When
do
she
you
talked about the contacts in her phone, I don't think I got any because I never did
I was
what
trying to
you
find
told.
my number. I was like, somebody said how many they had. I was steady looking like, where do you find the number?
Exactly.
But you know, but Bridget, when
People,
you help people virtually,
people assume you know stuff that you don't know. See, and they leave steps out. That's what happens to me with the real techie folks. They leave stuff out. And I was married to a techie who put everything together on a learning remote, a teaching remote. The problem was he didn't teach me. And he would go off on the road and threaten me, don't touch nothing, because he'd come back home and he'd go, Miss Loretta's been messing with the computer, with the remote again. And stuff would be all screwed up. I'd have to call him on the road. I can't get Netflix, baby, you know. So, but he's in heaven now, so I need you all with some skin on it.
yes. And like Miss Loretta's saying, and someone who can take a step by step, you know, and someone who's really patient, you know, and yes, and can
Well,
and
we
will help
found
us
him.
until we
Bridget came
figure
right
things
on in on
out.
our
You
vibration.
sure did. That's why I said, how? Please give us your contact information.
Yeah, Bridget's the one. Hallelujah.
I'm looking forward to
The thing
receiving
about it
Bridget.
is, I've known Bridget for a few years and didn't know this about her till this moment. So
I
you
didn't
were the
either.
catalyst for that. Thank you very much.
And you know, Bridget, you're right when you said I'm a consultant. I definitely know that for sure. And you know, as a consultant, and I'm sure and I'm not the only one, where we can be multi-layered to have more than one gift that we can share with others and can earn income from.
Can you
You know,
say
it's just a matter of
multi-streams of income,
multiple
multi-streams of income?
streams
And
can
I
come
like to
not
put
just
in,
from outside sources, but can come from within too.
I like
It's
to
just a
put
matter
in,
of what we can
I like to
handle,
put in
you know.
passive income because I got a check a couple days ago that represents the letter I love of the alphabet, R. It was a rerun. It was a rerun and a residual check. And it was for the movie Follow That Bird. I don't even know when we shot the movie because it had the wrong address on it. It had my old company on it for the services of Loretta Long, and it went to my old lawyer's office. He's in heaven, and it ended up in my mailbox. So I know that's God.
Yes,
Where that
yes.
money's been all these years.
And you know, I'm just noticing it is 9:17. I guess we should have been off the phone. I'm seeing people are leaving. I guess I didn't mean to take up so much time. And you know, I
Take
really
up
thank
all
you
the time you want.
for listening and giving me input. I really appreciate it.
Take up all the time you need and want. You deserve it. I'm so glad we had this conversation. It sure helped me. Amen. Thank you,
So it
Jesus.
helped me too. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
All three, y'all.
Quick question. Do we want to go over our commitments or do we want to leave that until this evening or until Darlaina's on?
No, I need to go over my commitment now so that by this evening I'll have some of it done.
I'll go over it. I'll go over it too. Yes.
Okay. So, well, I was supposed to drink 500 and something ounces of water this week, and I failed that. So I'm putting that back on my commitment for next week.
Okay. I'm supposed to get my PayPal business account hooked up so it can link to my courses so my course can go live. And I found the video for that. So I'm going to do that today.
Anybody else want to share?
This is Gwen. I'm gonna have to go to church, but maybe before hearing everybody, but I just want to get in. I texted Darlaina that I was gonna start exercising, not every day, but I did get started, and so I want to continue with that.
Good for you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Have a great day.
Thank you. God bless you
Yes,
guys.
have a great
You
day.
too.
God bless you too. Thank you. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yeah. Okay, this is Marilyn. I'm in traffic. I'm completing my journal portion, working on the illustration, almost done.
Okay, great work.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna keep working on my $5 million budget.
Yes.
I need for Galaxy A12 to give me a call, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that
I don't
Bridget?
know why my phone is signed out of my Zoom. I don't know. I have to sign back in, so that's why I didn't show my name. Cause I hopped on so fast so that I could catch y'all and share that part. Cause it really was a tap on the shoulder for me, what y'all was saying. Like y'all was knocking on my door.
Mhm. Honey, I wasn't knocking.
Glad you
I was
answered. Glad you
pounding on
answered.
it.
Glad
I
you
was
answered.
pounding on it. I
Yeah.
wasn't knocking. I tried to kick it in.
Brother Allen, do you want to speak on your commitment?
My commitment was to clean up again, and I cleaned up my hallway.
Okay.
And what happened was, it was like a lot of stuff was there that I don't know, I just didn't notice. But I cleaned up the hallway, and it seems like it's very big now.
You got space, huh?
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
You're inspiring me, Alan. I'm doing that 15 minutes. I clean wherever I'm sitting and I have to look. So I clear that out so that my eyesight is not encumbered with stuff. So I'm just changing the places in my place where I sit.
Awesome.
Debbie? Oh, she might be at church.
Yes, good morning. I am on my way to church. I just want to say thank you all. My commitment for the week is actually moving forward. I was in physical therapy yesterday. I work out every Saturday. I've been taking walks, my yoga. So my fitness goal is being fulfilled. My fun goal I'm working on, I'm celebrating a birthday on Tuesday. So started over the weekend. So just good feelings. An excellent call. Thank you. Excellent, excellent call. Thank you all. God bless each and every one of you. I love you. Have a great Sunday.
Same here. You have a fantastic
birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Tuesday. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
I love the name of her company. Heaven on Earth Travel.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to share this. The spirit is so amazing. Y'all, I went to bed late because I was up working late on a project, and I laid in the bed and I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned all night long, and I finally got to sleep. But I was awakened by a very, very strong leg cramp, and I was like, now I did my work and drank water all day long yesterday. I drank more water yesterday than I drank all week. But I was awakened by a leg cramp. And I said, well, God, I must need to get up. And when I got up, I saw that y'all were online. I said, well, I need to get up. So one of my commitments is to be present on this call every day. And no matter what is going on in my space, in my work. But this is I heard Miss Kathy say about being around like-minded people. It is very, 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 very important to remain around those who think like you, those who are moving forward, because and it happens so subtly. If you don't remain in that circle, you'll find yourself regressing if you don't remain in the circle of life. And I just heard in my spirit that the rivers of living water that flow from our belly is not in those rivers of living water, are those 7 streams of income that Dr. Loretta just said. In those rivers of living water are the things that we need to every place and every part of our life. We have it on the inside of us, but if
Yeah.
we're never around the people to bring us to the consciousness of that, we will miss out on it. So me being on this call is a part of my life. It is a detrimental part of my life. It's not just a Zoom. This is not just another meeting. This is not just another gathering. This is life. So that's one of my commitments.
Yay.
Yes, it is. Ooh, that was
You and we
powerful.
thank you.
See, I was always trying to make her an evangelist at the truck stop. I told her she should have a truck that lets down and it's a stage and people can come and pray that are there at the truck stop. Not just truckers, just people that say, oh, here's church. I thought I was going to miss it today.
Yeah, it has been a great pleasure. I'm gonna hop off because I'm gonna go on church. I go on church from my laptop because I'm still in Brooklyn. So I see you guys this evening.
Okay, me too.
Hey, enjoy your service.
Thank you. Everybody have a fantastic day.
God
Amen.
bless.
Thank you. You have a fantastic day too. God
Good day,
bless you.
everyone. Love
Bye,
you.
Give it
everybody.
a hug.
Thank you.
Everybody,
Yeah.
Yes, a hug.
Bye-bye. Thank
Hug.
you.
bye-bye. Love you.
Blessing.
Love you all.
Love you too.